I'm working as a project lead in logistics. So I'm leading various different smaller, bigger projects in the logistics world of a building and construction company. Um, One of the market leaders in building and construction machinery. And yeah, I work with a lot of different people and standing in front of a lot of people, telling them great ideas.
I love that. So tell me what was going on with you, your wardrobe, your confidence when you and I first spoke.
Yes. So when I first saw you come across my social media, I was really struggling with my wardrobe. I've been a fairly new mom of twins. I was totally overwhelmed with my clothing, my wardrobe. I just threw on the same things every morning: leggings, t-shirt, sweater. If I was good, it was a blazer. And it did not at all match my ambition in my work and how I wanted to present myself, which then raised, or the consequence was that I was lacking confidence and my self-esteem went down and I wasn't representing what I wanted to be or become. And that's why actually when I saw you coming across my social media, I was like, ooh, very interesting. So it helped me reflect a lot on my wardrobe and thinking about it and realizing that it cannot continue as it was.
Mhm. Yeah, I love that you kind of had that realization and then also quickly shifted of the what can I do as opposed to being like, I'm a mom of two very young twins and I have a big job. Let
Yes.
me just put this on the back burner
Yeah.
for a better time.
Yes.
Which is what a lot of us kind of tend to do. Like, there is another time. Tell me, as you went through the program, what did you start to notice about getting dressed? Like, what just kind of sort of clicked for you?
So one of the things was fit and color. That was one of the big things. So fit, a few of the things I had didn't fit my body type.
Mhm.
Um, Before kids, it was slightly different. Your body changes and you are a little bit overwhelmed as well. So I had to get to know my new body and also see how I dress it. And especially on color, a few of the colors I had, and my go-to colors were actually the right colors, but some of them were really wrong. And I wasn't aware of that.
Mhm.
So that was two of the really big things. And then also the body type, actually, because I was not aware of a rectangular body type.
Mhm.
And that was an enlightening moment to know that, okay, it is a thing, and how do you deal with it?
Mhm.
So that was really great.
So I think one thing that comes up a lot for people is like, how does this even work? Like, obviously, you live in a completely different country than me. And I know that people are like, I don't get this. This is on the internet. Like, she's never seeing me. She's never seeing my closet. How does this even work? So can you kind of explain, like, did you think that at first? And what kind of was the result and what were the things that helped you really understand what were, because all of us have different body types and all of us have different personal coloring. How did this actually work for you?
So the way how you approach it in these phases and with pictures and measurements and everything, the way how you open it up with the metric system and what's your system called? I forgot. It's like the inches
Inches
and
and centimeters.
yes. So it's that helps a lot. At the beginning, I was like, okay, let's see, especially if you look then at recommendations, because it's very US centric and a lot of discussions in the group are very US brand based. So I immediately had to start looking at the shops here and try to understand. But that's how you actually, I think, have a small benefit actually, because you have to apply it and you can't just pick things. You just have to look and understand. And that was really great to really see, okay, how do I turn this into reality now, learning about what fits and how to go against fashion and trends, because it's like colors right now, this green, apple green color, that is not at all my color. It's everywhere. Even 5 colleagues in the office wear it every day and I'm like, but understanding that helped a lot. So I really had my color table, and I walked into the shop and I went like, yes, there, I go there. So that was really great. And just applying that helped a lot, and having you giving examples of shoes and different brands, and you have a few European brands in there as well, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, and I think that that's the big game changer for us, is we're all on social media, we're all on YouTube, and we're all consuming lots of information. And while the information is great, what we actually need is implementation. It's not about like looking at what a bunch of people are wearing and what brands are. It's actually going and trying the clothes on your body, putting outfits together. And you are such an amazing, I think, person to have in the group, because you were always trying things, which gave other people permission to go and not do everything perfectly, and to go and experiment in your closet. And we only learn by doing. We don't learn by reading. Like, yes, that's great. Like, think about a test. Like, yes, you can learn and you can read so much, but until you actually understand the concept and how it works on your specific body, it's just going to be information. And being able to actually see it in action and being like, that looks great, that doesn't, here's why. And being able to then be like, now I understand it. It takes it from a concept really, really into reality. So tell me now, how is getting dressed? How is shopping? How is getting dressed for really important meetings where you're traveling? Tell me about that, because I love hearing all of them. I love getting all of these messages from you.
So looking at my wardrobe, it's easier for me to spot what's good, what's not that good. And if it's not good and I try it on, I start to figure out why it's not good. So it's like you crack the code. So that is great. So that I can say, and then you can look at it and say, can I tailor it? Can I change it? Can I just oomph it up a little bit to make it work? Or is it just a no, thank you, you have served me very well, but you're out? So that is great. I still have my go-to things. So if it's like a business casual day in the office, like today, gray jeans, it's not blue jeans anymore. Specific shoes, blazer, t-shirt, or blouse, that works very well. And then if there are important things, one thing that helped me a lot, and I've used it a lot over the past few weeks, is being very intentional about colors. Like, what is it for a meeting? What do I want to represent? What do I want people to get out of it? How do I want to be seen or noticed? And use specific colors for those moments. It's like I had a presentation where I had to convince senior people about a decision, and I intentionally dressed in red to just say, I'm here, I'm an authority here. I'm more junior than you, but I'm here. Don't mess with me. And that helped me a lot in my confidence and how I step up. I had a presentation in front of 150 people presenting my business and my company. And I dressed in lighter, approachable colors. I had a green blazer, which then gives you the openness and approachability. Just don't go too formal. What is like down dressing it a little bit from that formal thing, like ruches, or don't do the formal blouse and things like that. That helps a lot, just to be a bit more conscious about what you want to get out of things. So that is really, really great.
I love that. And I want everyone that is listening to realize what is being said here is that going into your closet and asking different pointed questions. We all go into our closet and we go, what the hell am I going to wear? Like that's how we all go in, right? And instead going into your wardrobe with that intentionality of how my clothes need to serve me. How do I want to feel? What messages do I want to send? That is such a different conversation that you're having with yourself when you're getting dressed each day. You're actually picking out your clothes with intention and saying, how do I want to feel today? And how are my clothes going to serve me? Is just such a better way to be getting dressed and knowing that your clothes are working for you, as opposed to just kind of winging it and then getting in the office and being like, I kind of read that all wrong.
Yes, that was like a no.
That was a no.
And it's funny because I got the feedback at work as well. I have actually colleagues approaching me say, you changed something. It's like, you're dressed really nice. They can't really put their finger on it, but it's noticeable to others that I present myself differently, which is great.
Yeah. And it's a mix, by the way. I just want to spotlight you. It's a mix that, yes, your clothing and your thoughtfulness it's a outside thing, but it's
Yeah.
also an internal shift for you. Cause I've
Yes.
seen you really grow and blossom. You trust yourself now.
Yes.
Not saying that you didn't before, but you trust yourself to stand out.
Yes. And it's
And
okay to stand out in a good way.
right, exactly. And that's where I feel like when we hesitate and we're unsure of what we're wearing, we tend to blend into the background. We tend to wear beige. We tend to be like, don't look at me because I may not be perfect. I don't want you to see that I'm
Yes.
maybe not supposed to be here, as opposed to that. I am here and I got something to say. And I'm going somewhere else. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
so that is, I just have loved seeing that internal transformation from you as well. So there may be some people that are listening to this and they're thinking like, this is all well and good. That's great, great information, but are thinking, now's not the right time, or I'll do this when I lose 25 pounds, or let me land that next job. What would you say to those people? Because I know it's that little internal bully we have going on in our head. What would you say?
So weight loss, I'm on a weight loss journey and it totally works. It joined me over the last 10 kilos and it still works. And your body type is your body type. And if you understand it, you know what to change and when to change and when too big is too big all of a sudden. And it's minor changes. So I think that is just go for it, because even if you are a bigger size, you deserve to feel nice now. Don't wait for that other moment, because it even is easier to lose weight when you feel great. So it's like it hypes you up and motivates you even more. So I think don't wait for that. And even if you have career ambitions, I think stepping into the person you want to be and present that in how you dress today will help you get there much faster, because it helps you present yourself in exactly that way on where you want to go, and not be the person you've been 10 years ago and try to go somewhere else.
I love that so much. Yeah. Most people don't realize is that clothes are the only physical form of manifestation, and being able to see yourself as the person you're becoming before you get in there. And it's not dress for the job that you want and all of that stuff. This is true internal. How do I feel? How do I dress? How do I move? How do I speak? And start living and feeling and breathing that,
Yes.
makes it just, it literally collapses time. And that
Yes.
is the most beautiful thing that I get to witness with you and with the other women who have gone through this program. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing your story. I know hearing this is definitely going to inspire so many other women.
My pleasure. It was a real fun working with you on this. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.